Whoever appeals to the law of their fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of himself without that law is both. For a wounded man shall say to his assailant, if I live, I will kill you, and if I die, you are forgiven. And such is the rule of honor. Welcome to the channel, guys. Come back after the intro.
A working man's reeds. A working man's reeds.
Hey guys, so as you know, if you follow my channel, I'm Working Man Reads, and this today is a little bit of a different video. I don't usually post music or any other of my interests other than books on this channel, but I just felt like having fun today, and why not talk about my favorite heavy metal band, and that is Lamb of God. My first concert with my buddies was actually a Lamb of God show, and I went wearing a camo hat, some jeans, my work boots, and it was a blast. It was definitely a shock to the system, and I remember going there, and the lead singer of the opening band, who I don't like nowadays, I can't even tell you who they were. They were terrible, but they like poured like crazy amounts of blood on themselves, and they were very theatrical, and I was like, what did I get myself into? This is horrible, and it's not something I'm into. But then Lamb of God came out, and I saw the mosh pits, and I saw just like these biker dudes come in, and they weren't into any of that antic stuff. They just were like, this is it, let's listen to this. And if you don't know who Lamb of God is, they are, shortened to LOG, is an American heavy metal band from Richmond, Virginia, formed in 1994 as Burn the Priest. And they changed their name because for like more mass appeal, I believe, to be a little bit less obvious that they were anti-religion and anti-government. The group consists of bassist John Campbell, vocalist Randy Blythe, which is the greatest frontman in metal music, in my opinion, today, working today, because I believe Slayer did their last tour, because I went to it. So yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah, most of the, in my opinion, Randy Blythe is amazing. Guitarist Mark Morton and Willie Adler, and drummer Art Cruz. The drummer used to be Chris Adler, but he recently left the band. So if you listen to old school, like Ashes of the Wake, which is my favorite album, or New American Gospel, there's very heavy drums. They have a very distinct drum sound. You almost hear like a at the end, but it's like they're doing it. He does it. It's like nothing you've ever seen. Chris Adler was a great drummer. Well, he is. He's doing his own thing now, but yeah. So they started the new wave in American heavy metal movement, which is interesting because that's probably why they catch a little bit of hate in the classical heavy metal scene. Like when I went to the Slayer concert, and I was actually wearing this shirt, and people were like, what are you doing? Why would you, you're just blasphemy for liking Lamb of God, which is hilarious. Whatever, I like new metal. So yeah, so that's that. We don't need to go into any more of that. Let's go to their discography. Oh, here's a little bit more history on why they changed their name. Yeah, so we'll go to their discography. So it starts off with New American Gospel. I could pretty much tell you every album in order, but I'll pull it up just in case I'm an idiot. New American Gospel, I would say my favorite songs off of that. Let's pull up the album. See if my computer can be quick. So Black Label. Now Black Label is probably the most well-known song off of this album, because back in the 2000s when they would do their tours, they would do this thing called the Wall of Death, and it may have been outlawed because I've never seen it after like 2014. I haven't been allowed to do it again. So basically there's this breakdown at the end of Black Label, and the entire room splits, and you just, as the drums come back in and Randy just goes, does his thing, they all just run at each other, and then you mosh in the middle. And you know what I think super cool about metal music is that it brings all different people together, and it gives people an outlet to have fun. And it's very similar to reading in the fact that it doesn't matter your skin color, your whatever. You're all just having fun in this moment, and you're just fist pumping and head banging, and it's just a great feeling. Also, I love A Warning, which is actually the next song in the album. Letter, The Black Dahlia is awesome. A lot of people love Terror and Hubris and The House of Frank Pollard. I enjoy that song because of the guitar. That is probably their heaviest, with a lot of intricate guitar playing in that song. So then we also have As the Palaces Burn. This, when I was younger, like 2012 era, this was my favorite Lamb of God album. Nowadays, the songs that I really mess with on this album, As the Palaces Burn from 2003, is 11th Hour, which is like a drinking song, and it's a biblical reference, I believe, and they just go hard. I wish I could show clips of the songs, but I'd definitely get copyrighted. So next would be Boot Scraper. That one is awesome because it's basically like a big flipping the bird to just working a monotonous job where you just hate everything that's going on there, and it's just sick. It's such a great look at that. Ruin, off of that album or song, that one is probably musically the best song on that album. Ruin. It's very political, very anti-government, like I said. I'll probably only go through their old stuff. So now comes my favorite and widely probably believe that this is their best album. They're actually on the 25th, tomorrow, they're going to be doing, well, when I post this video, it'll be Friday, they're doing a live stream video of Ashes of the Wake. They'll be playing that album, and then some songs from New American Gospel. So that'll be really fun. Now, this album, beginning to end, is amazing. You throw it on, and this is Lamb of God in their element. This is heavy drums, great guitar. Randy's vocals are on point, in my opinion, in this one, and the cover is amazing. It's got like these birds with, the bird has a bullet shell casing in their thing. It's very anti-government. Lamb of God is, which is super funny because like I don't like political books or political, really just anything. But my music is definitely out there. So you got like Laid to Rest. A lot of people know that one. Now you've got Something to Die For, which is about the military and how we send people into just bad situations. And yeah, it's sick. Omerta, which is actually where I got that opening line from. It is the heaviest, greatest Omerta. I just love that song. It's sick. Actually, it was super cool because when I went to that Slayer farewell tour, there was a lot of throwback metal bands there. And like I said, there was people like turning up their nose to the new age metal. And so I bet my buddy, I was like, dude, I bet you Lamb of God comes out to Omerta. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, because it's like the biggest forget you to people who don't like new age metal. It's pretty much, it's just like, you know what? Let's come out hard and fast and let them know that we're here, And so it's just dun, 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 dun. It was great. It was such a great moment because my buddy's like, you suck. How did you figure that out? I'm like, dude, because they want to just say, you know what? I got this. Let's make a statement. Blood on the Scribe. That's I believe an anti-religion song, and it has one of the best breakdowns of their entire discography. Like this, there's a certain moment. I think it's like 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it just goes hard for like 20 seconds. I love that part of that song. One Gun is like an anti right to bear arms song, which I mean, I like. I don't have a problem with guns, but whatever. Yeah. So just amazing. just a great album. A lot of people, and they really are one of those bands that just hones their craft as they go on. You have Sacrament and Wrath and Resolution. Like, all of these albums after those are less, are just more musically inclined. Like, if you really enjoy great guitar, you have to check out Sacrament or Resolution, because of the fact that that's got the most, so Sacrament has their most well-known song, and that's going to be Redneck. And this is a funny story about this. So I was actually picking up Sacrament's album, and I was at a Target or something, and there was this sweet little old lady next to me, and I put Sacrament. It's literally Lamb of God, and the title is Sacrament, which is very religious sounding, and it has like a goblet on it. And this old lady's like, "Oh, is that like a new Christian band? Like, I should look into them. That sounds wonderful. Sacrament, and their name is Lamb of God." And because Lamb of God is a take on the Lamb of God, which is Jesus Christ. So I was like, "Oh yeah, ma'am, it's a new rock band. I'm not sure you would care for it. It's a little different." It was pretty funny. But the music video for Redneck is literally that same scene, but like with a birthday party. Like, this mom needs a DJ for her daughter's birthday party, so she looks in the paper and she sees this Lamb of God, and she's like, "Oh, that's perfect, let's call them." And they come and just destroy the place. They just thrash and make death metal or whatever it is. So it was just pretty sick. Black and the Cursing Sun is one of my good friend's favorite song by them, because he's a guitar player, and he says that one is super hard to play, and it has one of the greatest guitar solos in metal. So, you know what, we'll leave it at that. I really had fun talking metal, because whenever I feel down or I feel stressed out about the world around me, I'll throw on a freaking Lamb of God song, and I will just go to town and have a blast. And it is great for escapism, like reading is. So if you enjoy this, if you made it this long, you are probably a true friend of mine, and I appreciate you. So if you're not subscribed by now, subscribe if you like reading books, or just want to come chat and shoot a comment down below. And thanks for watching. Peace.